You know, women generally, they have their triggers. Likewise, we men too, we have our triggers. All right. So if you are married to somebody and you don't know her triggers or you don't know his triggers, then there will be problems in one way or the other. You won't be able to understand one another. But basically, let's focus on the aspect of Abraham and Sarah today. Um, if Abraham knew his wife Sarah, if he was able to understand what are the triggers Sarah could have, what are some of the feelings, how does she express satisfaction in one way or the other? But yes, these are part of the ways, traditionally and conventionally, we learn to interpret that line. Okay, now let me talk to you as a man, really. Then we'll be coming back to women generally later on. Having an intimate session with a woman starts long, maybe before the night comes. All right, when she's at work, do you usually send her messages? Do you really communicate with her? Some of you don't even remember she exists, until you meet later in the evening time. And suddenly you just come like the trumpet, and you just want to do the do. But that's not going to work for some people like that. Women generally are susceptible to what they listen to over and over again. All right. When she's out there, you could talk to her. You could have talked to her, dropped some messages for her, appreciate her, things like that. All right. Don't let it just be that when you need to do, that is only the time you communicate. It's very important, and express love and appreciation to her often and often again. Okay, and one thing I want to say here is that she must feel safe with you. All right, these are just ways you can have the best of her. If she's not really safe with you, okay, if your home, if it is like when a war general is coming home, that is how it is. You might not get the best out of that woman. All right, you've got to be a friend to your partner, which is very, you need to pay attention to her moods, really, because women suffer mood swings most times. Sometimes they are in need, sometimes they are not in need, they are interested, they might not be interested. So um all these things are beyond what you learn on the pulpit. All right, these are just activities in the other room and matters arising, really. So you need to understand and study her mood. All right, the Bible says that 2 Timothy 2:15 says that you should study to show yourself approved unto God. All right, that's the biblical interpretation. But if we have to conceptualize it, study to show thyself approved, that means you have to study her. You need to study certain things about her moods, her emotions. Is she in a good mood? Because it's not all the time. If she's not in the mood and you want to have it, then there will be problems. You won't enjoy it. She won't enjoy it. So probably she's just coming back from work and this and that. So these and many other things are things you should study in order for you to show thyself approved unto not God this time around, but unto your partner. Okay, so and at the same time, maybe we take a short break. We'll be back. I hope you've been following up on our previous introductory episodes. We've been talking about you and your activities in the other room as a Christian lady, a Christian man, marriage in reality of it as it is being lived, not as it is being preached. So something very important, that we've been talking about in the last episode, we were talking about, understanding your woman. We said that the Bible says that you should study to show thyself approved unto God. That is the biblical interpretation of it. But the conventional or the conceptual interpretation of it, you need to study your partner, to show thyself approved, not unto God this time around, but unto her and to him. And we were trying to look at steps by steps. You can actually understand your woman right in the other room as a Christian man, or maybe a pastor or reverend. You see, issue is just that, you see, the other room activities, they don't really respect spirituality sometimes, because this is quite different the way God has actually made the whole thing. You may be a reverend on the pulpit, and by the time you get to the other room, definitely you're going to be just like a natural person. I hope you understand that. And I've given you some tips about your woman, how you can understand, how you can study her to show thyself approved, all right, in the other room. So we continue. You need to pay attention to her reactions, maybe her verbal reactions, all right. Some women, if they are not too spiritual, they actually communicate, they talk in between some of these activities. Some would tell you that, okay, that place, stay there. Some would tell you, all right, I like it, don't go that way. Some of them may actually love it when you are on the mountain. Some of them may like it when you are actually coming at their back. Some of them love it when you take certain positions. So differently, and this is why I say that it's very important that you communicate, you ask questions, all right? Ask your wife or your husband how she feels, how he feels, all right, in the other room, all right? We are not on the pulpit, so don't be shy. And God made both of them. Both of them, they were not shy of each other. They were enjoying each other's company. That was how God made it. So ask a question from her. Ask a question from him. I know she's a reverend. I know he is a bishop, on the pulpit. But right now we're in the other room. So let's just try to balance our spiritual life and our intimate life, so that we don't have problems. Don't always forget that if you are not stable emotionally, you won't be able to serve God spiritually. Your mind will not be stable. Also, take note of some of the non-verbal communications from your woman. I will still be talking about those ones, pertaining to men, but right now, let me just focus on the women aspect. I'll pay attention to her breathing. Some women could show you that you are doing a good job in the other room, the way they breathe, their facial expression also. Some of them will close their eyes, some of them will, there's a way. Every woman is quite different. What works for A may not work for B, and that is where you have to study to show that yourselves approved. Okay, what is it that turns on your woman, and what is it that turns emotions off? Some of these things are the ones you won't be able to get. Some of these things, on the pulpit. Like I always say, I'm not your regular pastor, in one way or the other. Mine is just to train your mind in order for you to have a good home, a good other room activities, that your emotions may be stable, that you may serve God, with the whole this ego you have when your other room activities are fulfilled. You come out boldly. It is called a manly ego, so like that. So we're placing your spiritual life side by side with your marital fulfillment. Okay, so ask her questions. Let her know you really care, not that you just want to satisfy yourself alone. Let her know that you also have her interest at heart, because some men, they just want to do the do, as if they are fighting demons in the other room, and once they are done, they don't care about the other partner, which actually will lead us to intimate